Hey, what's up, classic TV fans? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Gilligan's Island, but we're also going to be talking about another show that is a contemporary of Gilligan's Island. I don't know if you've even heard of it. I didn't until very recently. In fact, a subscriber suggested the show to me and said, Rick, you have to check it out because there's a lot similar to Gilligan's Island. And I went, what? And I did a whole bunch of research and essentially got into the show. It's About Time. Let me know in the comments below if you've heard of it. I do want to present to you a really cool tidbit from two episodes. The first one of It's About Time and another episode is from Gilligan's Island. I'll talk about which episode and so forth, but I think you're going to be absolutely amazed at how similar these shows are and everything that they have in common. I think it's going to blow your mind. Now let's begin with talking about the episode from Gilligan's Island. Now it's called Splashdown. It's from season 3, episode 22. Now in this one we see the castaways who are trying to contact two astronauts that are in a space capsule that are orbiting over the island, but they fail. Unfortunately, this is what usually happens on Gilligan's Island. However, they may get a second chance in another orbit when the unmanned capsule makes another pass and they try to make contact again. But this time, the capsule lands on the island. Now, what's really interesting is we get to see the capsule. We get this shot, which is really cool. The capsule kind of coming down, making its way on the island, splashing down per se. And we see it. It's blue. It's the Scorpio EX-1 capsule. Now keep that in mind, keep the name in mind, keep how it looks like in mind, and let's jump to the other show I was talking about, It's About Time. Now with the show It's About Time, I'm talking about season 1, episode 1, and if you don't know this show, I would say it's an obscure one. It only had 26 episodes for the entire series. It didn't last long. But in this episode, astronauts Mac and Hector are traveling faster than light, but they go back in time to prehistoric Earth. Unable to return, they make friends with the people on the island. Some people would say they're natives, but essentially they're cavemen. Now let me tell you what's really interesting and what ties these shows together. Well, they're from the same creator, Sherwood Schwartz, which is, again, pretty interesting unto itself. Now, if you notice the two astronauts on the show, both Mac and Hector played by Jack Mulaney, and then Mac played by Frank Alliter. Now, what's interesting is that Hector, the character, is very, very much like the character of Gilligan. They look very similar. They act very similar. His tone of voice is very similar. The stupidity, the silliness is exactly like Gilligan. Now, this isn't something that's unusual because the shows were essentially running at the same time. The two shows also shared similar directors. The directors that were on Gilligan's Island would all the time go and direct episodes of It's About Time. Not only that, the sets that were used on Gilligan's Island were reused in It's About Time, dressed up a little, but if you look, there's the lagoon. What else? This is the big thing that I wanted to show you. The space capsule. It's even named the same thing in both shows. I mean, we can go into another episode just saying maybe this is canon. Maybe that's the original one from the episode and these are the same astronauts. And again, that's another episode, but it's the same prop. It's the same capsule. It's the same color. It's the same number, EX-1 capsule. I mean, there's almost no shame, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but these shows were almost carbon copies of each other. Again, it's one of the ways that you can save money when doing this, but it's really comical to see. And again, from knowing Gilligan's Island pretty much back to front and then learning about the show It's About Time, I may dive deeper into the show It's About Time. I mean, even the actual music in It's About Time are the exact melodies, you can hear them in the background, of Gilligan's Island, which is pretty much mind-blowing. Like, they're not similar, they're the exact tunes, like the exact music. And I think that's just mind-blowing. Those are just some of the things that I saw. There's so much more. Similar characters. Some of the cavemen were on Gilligan's Island. Eddie Little Sky, Igor from one of the episodes with Dr. Boris Balankoff. It's just mind-blowing. And we also have Joe E. Ross, who was in Car 54, Where Are You? So let's get into it. Maybe in the future we could dive deeper into this show. Let me know by giving me a thumbs up to this video and by letting me know in the comments if you've seen either show, which one you like more, and any interesting tidbits you'd like to share. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. Thank you to everyone for the support, especially my Diamond tier patrons: Citizen Kane359, David D, Greg S, Kevin K, Ricky, Sally N, Ulysses the P, and Vito L. If you want to join the Patreon family, links are in the description. Thank you.